are in listen-only mode.
Hello, Jason here, and we are happy to have you here at Monday Night Mastermind on Monday, November 24th, and today we are talking about the hidden costs of online marketing. Okay, so let's begin. Just with the outline here, we're going to actually begin with why do people not even talk about what the hidden costs are. Usually that happens because they're afraid that if they explain all of the hidden costs that are involved with online marketing, that they will not have anybody join their opportunity. But that's actually the opposite, because if you don't really explain what all the hidden costs are, you're not going to have anyone in your online opportunity for a long time, because they're going to be discouraged and they're going to feel like you took advantage of them because you didn't explain all of the costs they were going to have to incur. So if you're honest with them at the beginning, that is the best chance for you to have a long-term sustainable business. Okay? So there are actually 6 hidden costs that we're going to talk about. Now, this is not for every opportunity out there, but for the majority of the opportunities out there, there are 6 hidden costs that you need to talk about, or if asked, you need to let your recruits know about. Number 1, affiliate fee. That is just the cost of doing business. You have that cost, so even if you're in an opportunity that says that we have 100% commissions, even if you have 100% commissions, there's still going to be an affiliate fee on top of that somehow, because the company still has to make money if they want to stay in business. So there will be an affiliate fee added onto that that they are going to have to know about. Oftentimes it may be $9 a month, it may be $15 a month, but whatever it is, there is an affiliate fee because they have merchants that collect the money that they have to pay, and they pay that out of the affiliate fee. Okay, so you can expect to spend anywhere between $9 and $50 a month on average. As I said, depends honestly on the opportunity, but it can vary anywhere between $9 and $50 per month. All right. Next one, lead capture pages. Every opportunity needs to have some type of way to get the attention of buyers. The best way that can happen is to have a lead capture page. Now, in some opportunities, they may have a capture page, but to set yourself apart from all of the Me Too marketers out there, you need to have your own capture page so you can get buyers into your opportunity your way. And so you can create your own capture page however you want to. And we did webinar training on how to create one for free. And there are a lot out there. You have lead pages, niche pages. You have the Power Lead system. Some are free, some cost per month. But if you want to actually build your business, you are going to need a lead capture page. There was a review done by Josh on October 27th that you want to look at. So if you head to our group, look at that date. Josh did an excellent training on lead capture pages. So you can expect to spend anywhere from $0 to $50 a month. Now, if you don't spend anything, you are going to have access to a great system, but it just won't have as many options as the paid. So, but you do need to look at that as an investment as well. Okay. Next thing, email autoresponders. If you have an online business, you need to build a list. And the best way to actually build that list is through the email autoresponder, because it's hard for you to email everyone that's on your list, because if you build it up over time, you're going to want to email all of the people on your list, and you may want to segment them out. And the only way that you can do that efficiently and effectively is to have an email autoresponder. And there are a lot to choose from. You have Aweber, GetResponse, iContact, MailChimp. But you can expect to spend anywhere between $15 and $45 a month. So that's what you want to look at. So that is an expense that you are going to have to incur. Again, anywhere between $15 and $45 a month. All right. Next, advertising. Now, this is if you have a business, whether it's online, offline, you have to market, you have to advertise. And a lot of people fail to tell recruits that you have to advertise this opportunity no matter what it is. And you're going to either spend time or you're going to spend money. There is no other way around it. If you want to make money in your business, you're going to have to spend time or you're going to have to spend money. Most of the people that join Online Opportunity join because they want to make extra money. So they already have a full-time job. So they may not have the time. So if you do not have the time, you're going to have to spend some money. Okay? So there are a number of ways out there that you can actually advertise it. So you can use social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, solo ads, Craigslist, and on and on and on. But whatever you choose, you want to stick with one method until you master it. Because what I find so often is that people will start with one paid method or one free method, and then about a week or two, they'll say, okay, it didn't work, and then they'll jump on to something else. But that is the learning curve that you have to master. So you have to spend time and learn how to market on those platforms. And then once you master it, that's when you could move on to other platforms. Okay? So you could plan to spend anywhere in between $100 and more per month. Now you want to set a budget and stick to it, and you want to be consistent in how you advertise and market. All right? Next expense. All right? And the next one, business expenses. Now, you have to remember, if this is an online opportunity, it is a business. So I would advise you to register it with your state. And I'm not an expert. I'm not a lawyer. So what I would say, there's a bunch of them you can choose from an LLC to an S Corp, C Corp, and you can earn all of this online. But you want to register your business with the state. And you want to have separate accounts for personal expenses, and you want to have separate accounts for yourself and the business. Because at the end of the day, one of the reasons that you want to have a business is that you have tax benefits. But the only way you could get those is if you have separate accounts and if you separate the expenses from the business and from personal. Because if you merge those, it's going to be hard at the end of the year to say what went where and to get the tax breaks that you deserve. And if you don't have an entity that is actually a corporation of some type, it will be hard to get the tax benefit. So I would suggest that you register your opportunity. Okay? When you register it, you're going to spend anywhere between $50 and $500 one time. That all depends on the state you're in and the entity you have, whether it's LLC, S Corp, C Corp. Okay? Also, you're going to have to renew it every year. It's going to be anywhere between $25 and $100 annually. That all depends on the state and the entity. Lastly, you're going to have to do taxes, because when you do taxes, you're going to probably have to pay someone, unless you're an expert in business taxes. You're going to have to pay someone, and that usually costs anywhere between $300 and $600 annually. Okay, so you just want to have all that in mind, because remember, online business at the end of the day is a business, and you want to treat it that way. And to get the maximum benefits of it, you want to register it, separate out the accounts, and do taxes every year. All right? So you could plan to spend one time between $50 and $500, and annually in between $325 and $700 on average. Okay? Next thing, training. No matter what you're in, you're going to have ongoing training, because the online is always changing. If you don't know anything about online opportunities, online marketing, it's always changing. So you need a mentor. And so hopefully whoever you joined under can mentor you, or if not, you can find others in the industry that will be happy to. Or we here at the Monday Night Mastermind have helped others in the past, so we'll be happy to mentor you too as well. Whatever opportunity you're in, whatever a product or service they have, they're going to have training on how to market and advertise and sell it that they're going to always update, because marketing and advertising in the online world is constantly evolving. And so you want to always be up to date on the training on how to market and sell that product or service. And just online marketing in general. You want to always be up to speed on the new trends. So you're going to always have to train yourself on what's happening with these new trends. Whatever opportunity you're in, they're going to also have live events. Okay, so you want to attend the live events because they're going to have training there as well. So you could plan to spend anywhere between $100 and $1,000 a month. That's just on average. Again, depends on the opportunity you're in, and if you're going to attend live events, or if you're going to have a coach or mentor. But we also have a product. It's called the 12 Steps to Online Success. At the time of this viewing, or live right now, we're in the post-production of the product. So it's not out, it's not live yet. But if you are on the call live, we're going to let you know when it is out. If you are watching this recording, this product may already be out. Just go back to our Facebook page and see if it's out, because this product right here, we went 12 weeks over all of the information you need to know to succeed online. And I went over a lot of this about how to run your business effectively. So this is a great product, 12 Steps to Online Success. If you're watching this on the recording, contact us to see if it's out already, because it might be out. For everybody else that's watching it live, it should be out in a few weeks. Great product. You need to look at it. All right. So an overview. All right. Yeah, affiliate fee, anywhere between $9 and $50 a month. Lead capture page, anywhere between $3 and $50 a month. Email autoresponder, anywhere between $15 and $45 per month. Advertising, marketing, about $100 plus per month. That depends on your budget. Business expenses, you have the setup, $50 to $500 one time, annual renewal, $25 to $100 annually, and tax preparation, $300 to $600 annually. Okay, and training, anywhere between $100 and $1,000 per month. So this all adds up to, on average, anywhere between $300 and $1,000 per month. Okay, so now this is if you want to build a sustainable business. So I'm asked this all the time: what is the real cost? And I tell them, because not everyone is honest about this, and you'll find that if you're honest with people and they understand this, if they join you, they're going to be more likely to stay in this long term, as opposed to when they're in, jump out because they'll say, I didn't know I was going to have to spend on this and this, and I was going to have to attend live events and go here and do training and email autoresponders, and it's overwhelming. And they'll be like, I didn't know I was going to do all this. Why didn't you tell me this at the beginning? And so I've changed, and now I tell my people, and I've done this in the past, that I tell people what the real cost is, and I've had people that have stayed longer because they understand what this is all about. Because at the end of the day, this is a business, and you have to treat it that way. If you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get hobby results. If you treat it like a business, you're going to get real business results. It will happen over time. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it will happen. Okay? So let's close out. Remember, be honest to all of the people that you recruit, and you will have a better chance of keeping them around and growing a sustainable business. That's important, because if you're honest with them and let them know what the real costs are, they will most likely stick around. So that is it for tonight. Happy you were here to join us, and I'm opening up for questions. Josh and or David, I'll pass it over to you.
Well, Jason, this was like awesome information, and I can tell you, like, when I first started, I remember telling, and it was actually the coach that my mentor was utilizing in the system. And I remember telling the coach, I said, I don't mind paying for it. I just want to know how much everything is going to cost so I know, right? I mean, motivated people, the kind of people that you want to grow your business with, they already know that there's going to be costs involved with building a business. They already know that there's going to be investments that they're going to need to have. So if you're upfront with them and you let them know exactly what's going on, you're going to have a much better working relationship with that person, and they're going to respect you a lot. So, yeah, you're right on when you're talking about that. And I also want to mention that, I mean, you're exactly right. You know, when you're like, you either got to spend your time or you got to spend your money. And when you mention that, you know, a lot of people will like try a free method for like 2 weeks, and then they say like it doesn't work, so they go on and start all over again with a totally new method, and they never give it a chance to actually work. And you need to stick with it. You need to really just do it, because it works. Like any free method that people train on, well, maybe not any, but most. Like if you've got a team that has trainings, right, and those methods work. That's the reason they put those trainings there. You just need to keep doing it and get yourself, you know, able to make that work, right? So keep doing it until that stuff works. And I can really attest to that, because there's some methods that I've done for like a month and not really seen a whole lot of results from it, for like a whole month doing it pretty consistently, and then all of a sudden, you know, I figure out, you know, a certain tweak, or, you know, something happens, and then it just starts working like crazy. So you just need to stick with it and keep going. And also another expense that I was thinking of, and I don't think they mentioned this, was webinars. Now, you can always do like Hangouts. Google Hangouts, those are free. But like with a platform like what we are using right now, I mean, that's another expense that you would have in your business.
Yeah, that's true. And I didn't actually have that on there because, you know, a lot of people, yeah, they know about the Hangouts. So I had just left that off for now. And then I just said, these are all of the things that you're going to have. And then you don't have to have that up front, but you are going to have that eventually. So.
Right. And the great thing is a lot of these things are, you can get a lot of this stuff for free. I mean, it's not as good, but it works. And you can work your way up to getting better and better tools, right? So, and I mean, I definitely agree with you, Jason. You know, even if your team or your company provides you with capture pages, it's so much better just to get your own.
Oh, yeah.
And optimize your own, because I mean, this is your business. You need to stick out. You need to, you know, you need to do what works, and what works is your own capture page.
Just to talk about that, I didn't actually have success on my own until after I created my own. So I didn't have any success using what was already, you know, done for you. Not until I had learned how to create my own. That's when I started to have success.
Yeah, and I mean, you can even base the verbiage off of what, you know, they already have. But I mean, it needs to be different. It needs to stand out. It needs to have maybe, you know, branded towards you. You know, because that's the important thing here is you. You need to brand yourself. People relate to that a lot better. That they can, you know, it just makes it real for them.
Exactly.
If you you're a part of their branding. So, yeah, this was a great webinar. Do any of you guys have any questions? We got Terry on, and I see Marie. If you have any questions, just put it in the chat, and we can answer it.
Did you have anything that you had to add on to that, David?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, a question I want to ask Jason is really good information. Okay, let's say that you're trying to put your team together, and you understand all the costs it's going to really take for somebody to get involved in a particular opportunity. How do you break the costs down to them? Do you bring them in the opportunity and introduce them to the cost, or do you add what you think the costs are going to be along with the price of the opportunity and combine that and tell them this is what it costs? Like what strategy do you think you should take?
It just depends on opportunity, but if they didn't have any of that, I would be honest with whoever it is, because most opportunities, they get in and they believe all they're going to have to do is do, I don't know, say 20 a month or 100 a month, and that's all they're going to have to pay. They won't have to pay anything else, and that's actually sending false message out there to say this is all you're going to ever have to pay if you want to make any money. So I like to be honest with them to say, are you honestly in this to for a hobby, or do you want to make real money and grow offline or online business? And if so, you are going to have some extra costs. It may not all happen right now. It may happen over time, but this is what you can honestly expect to spend over time, over the years. So you know, and you can prepare for that, and you understand that you are going to have to build this over time. It's not going to happen overnight. This is not, as I said, get rich quick. This is going to happen if you are consistent and you work at it, because as I said, you have to spend time and or money, and you're going to have to take this seriously if you want to succeed. And so that's how I would actually address that.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, we got Terry asking a couple questions. She wanted to know if it's possible to get a recording of this of some kind, and it looks like she was wondering if maybe it could be like a PDF. I'm thinking that she means the slides. I don't know. Are we putting those up in the group?
Well, we're going to have this within the group. It'll probably be up tonight, if not tomorrow, and then the slides will be within the webinar. So she'll be able to relook at all this at her own pace.
Okay. And thanks a lot, Terry. You said this is really good information. I agree. It's really good information. I guess to end it off here, Jason, I got a quick question. If you had to tell somebody, like, the bare bones, if you were on a speaker budget, what they would absolutely need to start?
Okay, let me get back to that. Let me show this part just to answer that question. All right, Josh, just to answer that, let me pull this up, and I can see here that, all right, just an overview. Affiliate fee, you're going to have that. No matter what opportunity you're in, you're going to have that expense, because every opportunity has a merchant account that they have to use. So you are going to have that. Lead capture page, you don't have to have that to start. You can use the free option, but I would say moving on, you are going to have, I would advise that you have a system that allows you to make changes, and usually the free accounts don't have that, so you don't have to have that to start, but you will have to have that eventually. Email autoresponder, a must, because you have to have a way to actually capture leads and communicate with your leads. And unless you want to have them email you directly, which can become daunting over time, you want to have an email autoresponder, because that's the whole purpose of it. So you want to have that. Also, advertising, marketing, at the start you can do free, marketing, but it is going to cost more time, as I said. But if you want to scale up faster and uh, if you want to grow your business, you are going to have to use paid marketing methods. So you could start off free, but eventually you are going to have to use paid marketing methods. Business expense, you don't have to have that to start. But as I said, if you want to take advantage of the tax breaks that you are going to have at the end of the year, you will need to have some type of LLC, S Corp, C Corp. So you don't have to have that to start with. But if you want to take advantage of every expense, because every time you spend on travel, if you head to a conference or if you head for a business lunch or if you have to do anything, any business expense is a write-off. But the only way you can take advantage of that is if you have a corporation or a company in the state. So I would say talk to a lawyer in your state or to the Secretary of State's office to see what that cost is, but you don't have to have that at the start, but you will have to have that. And I would advise everybody have that ahead of taxes, ahead of doing your taxes, because it will pay off in the long run. Training, you must have training. Most of the people that start in this online industry have no idea about anything online, how to market online, email autoresponders, all of this stuff. So you will have to do training. So that is an expense I advise all of you start now. And as I said, we actually have a product that can help you out. 12 Steps to Online Success that will be out soon if you're live, or if you're watching, it may already be out. But you can also use us because we help to train ourselves. Just ask us about our training, or you can get the product, but you need training because that is how you grow in this industry. You will not grow just on your own. It can happen, and you can do free stuff and learn on your own, but most people don't have that kind of time. So to really accelerate your growth and to really spend your money wisely and to get the most out of your online education, you need training. So I would say you need that. So those are the things I would say that you would have to start now, even if you're on a small budget. So that's a long answer to your question, Josh, but I wanted to end with that. All right.
Yeah, and I just want to say, Terry, she's asking, she's saying that she wants to use this as a personal coach. That is awesome, Terry. That's a really good decision. Let's get in touch after this webinar, and we can talk more about that. Now I think I'm going to pass it off to David, and he's going to tell us what we have in store for next week.
Yeah, what we're going to talk about next week is the power of testimonials from other marketers,
Muted.
that are more successful than you. Because what that can do is give you instant credibility. So I'm going to explain to you the importance of why you need to start seeking testimonials from other marketers and marketers or people in the industry that are more successful from you. And a really quick and easy way you can get testimonials without having to spend a lot of time communicating back and forth between you and the marketer or the other business professional. So we're going to go into the importance of getting testimonials from other people, how they can enhance and position you as a person that's already successful, and a very easy way you can go about getting testimonials from people that can save you a lot of time and put you in a position where you can get moving very fast. So that's what we're going to talk about next week.
Good to have you here, and we'll see you all next week.